I grew up far away from any business. I grew up far away from any technology. In fact, when I left home, I never even had a television or a telephone at home. So my history is really about, I used to be able to rent old magazines in India as a young kid. And I heard about Andy Grove, who started Intel, as a Hungarian immigrant coming to Silicon Valley to start a company. And I fell in love with the idea of starting a technology company, reading his story in a pretty old magazine.
Had you gone to college yet?
No, I hadn't gone to college, so I decided I wanted to go to engineering school, went to engineering school in India, one of the IITs in Delhi, and then immediately made a beeline for the US, went to Carnegie Mellon, got my master's degree in biomedical engineering there. I was an electrical engineer.
But after you got your degree, did your parents say, your family say, come back to India? Or did you say, look, I love India, but I'm staying in the United States?
Well, they knew I had no opportunity to really start a company, a technology company in India. It's a very foreign concept. In fact, I think most people in America don't realize how good they have it. Even as a foreigner with a funny accent at 25, people would give me money with a handshake and say, go start the company. That was my first company. That's a real privilege we have in this country. That wasn't possible in a place like India, so I was completely wed to this idea of following Andy Grove's footsteps and starting a company.
Why did you decide to get out of the business of starting and running companies to go into venture capital?
I actually thought I'd do something completely different from technology, mostly focused on design and architecture. But John Doerr, who was on my board and an investor in Sun, talked me into joining Kleiner, where I then spent 20 years there.
You finished at Kleiner after about 20 years there, and you decided I'll just have my own venture firm called, not surprisingly, Khosla Ventures. So at that time, did you expect to just invest your own money?
I wanted to invest in technology that could have large societal impact. So it was sort of my version of philanthropy, that you could really help get to technologies that make a big positive difference. In 2009, we raised an external fund because I felt comfortable with our formula. And we started taking outside investor money. Our focus was climate and financial services. But I would say what's been unique about what Khosla Ventures has done is about every 3 years, there's a new area that other people in the venture business are not investing in that we start. So climate was very early in 2006 through 2009.